Going live. Hey y'all, it's a party, it's a celebration. It's a celebration, it's a celebration. Y'all, welcome to, I did not mean to do that. Welcome to our 2-year Beyond the Book Media birthday celebration. I'm so excited for what God has done over the past 2 years. And if you're tuning in, go on and say hello. If you're watching a replay, just say hashtag replay, hashtag replay. We're getting ready to share this out as well. Let me see if I can log on in. And just say hello as you are coming in. The whole purpose of this was for us to celebrate what God has done with Beyond the Book Media over the past 2 years. And so we're going to take a stroll down memory lane. Hey, Tarnisha, how you doing, girl? If you guys can share this, I believe that this stream is going to be just a inspirational thing about what God can do in just a very short time, in a matter of 2 short years. Y'all, my life, and I can honestly say, I think everyone's lives on here has been dramatically changed just by our obedience in serving God in Beyond the Book Media. Now, tonight, you guys are going to hear me talk about Beyond the Book Media as if I'm not the owner, because God is the owner, and I get the privilege to be the person that God chose to bring it forth in the earth realm. But I work for Beyond the Book Media too, and I serve Beyond the Book Media as well. So I'm going to give y'all a chance to go ahead and share this out. Y'all see me looking down. I'm about to share it out as well. Let's see if I can get to the page, y'all. If I can get to the page, then we're going to share this out. And here we go. Let's share this in good old right with me. And here we go. Let's share right now. All right, guys. So let me introduce myself. My name is Chanel E. Martin, and I am the founder of Beyond the Book Media, and right with me, the head visionary. But I've also brought some amazing women that help birth and help build Beyond the Book Media over the past 2 years. And so we're going to get into how we started, what was the inspiration, and then if you're looking to partner with us in any kind of way, we'll share that as well. But I'm going to go and allow each one of them to introduce themselves. I'm going to start with Jacinta. Jacinta, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, can you guys hear me? Hi, everyone. My name is Jacinta, and I've been here since the beginning of everything. I've been here since we started everything, and it's been such an amazing journey. I can't even believe we're already 2 years old. With that being said, guys, Beyond the Book Media has seen amazing growth. It's been through the obedience of God and leading Chanel that we have even been able to see the leaps and the bounds and even overcome mountains and valleys that we have. Guys, this really all started with her wanting to just build out something that came to her and was a part of something actually that she had written down. So the beautiful part is to see it go from something that was written down to actually manifestation in 2 years. That has been an amazing journey. So guys, like she said, my name is Jacinta. I'm also the chief of staff here with Beyond the Book Media, and I've enjoyed the journey of growth that it's actually done for me. It's allowed me to publish, I think I'm on book number 3 now, as well as to even give me confidence to become a real estate agent in the state of Georgia. I am grateful for the transformation and the connection with Beyond the Book Media. So that's my story.
Thank you so much, Jacinta, for sharing your story, y'all. Jacinta, she downplayed herself. She's talking about she the chief of staff, y'all. I was about to use some non-church words, but she the head lady in charge, right? She made sure this thing is running smooth. Like, I don't know what I would do without me. So Jacinta, she's the first point of contact that all of our publishing clients that they interact. So they all know Jacinta. They form a really good relationship with Jacinta. And y'all, guess what? Jacinta was really the first person I hired in faith to come and partner with me and help build this thing. And like she said, she has been there from the beginning, like the beginning. And we'll get into that a little bit more. But then I'm going to have Nakisa go ahead and introduce herself.
So, hi, I'm Nakisa. I joined Write With Me in 2019 because I was just looking for accountability to write books that I didn't even have titles for. I just heard God say, you got to write. And I said, I need accountability. And I was looking for something in person, but it was online. So this is back when Chanel, like, take you back up. This is when Chanel used to go in groups and post and look for people. She don't do that. I don't see her doing that anymore, but she used to go back in groups and look for people. And I'm big on being in somebody's group. So that's how I got connected. And then it's just like, God put some type of acceleration on me because I went from participant to moderator to admin within like 2 months. And then next thing I know, I was on the volunteer team. And then when she decided to go full time with offering boot camps every month, I was one of the first writing coaches that we had. And we've done this in 2 years. Like, it's so amazing. I'm talking like this was a long time ago. This was just last year when this started. So I am one of the writing coaches for the Arthur Boot Camp. So I participate more so on the writing side. So I help with the challenges that we have that are 3 days now, and I also help with the writing parts and then the one-on-one coaching. If you join boot camp and you get one-on-one coaching, I'm one of the coaches that does the one-on-one coaching. So that is my role in Beyond the Book Media, and it has, I just say, it has literally changed my life. It put a supernatural. God used this this business that He allowed me to serve in to really accelerate me spiritually, because it was some things I wanted to do before. Like I always I tried to start a writing business before I joined. As a
Oh man, I think y'all know how the internet go. I think we might have lost her, but at least she's position cute. I mean, I'm loving this face she's serving. Nakisa will come back in just a moment, and yeah, so she probably got a okay. There you go. You were serving. Your face was like, go ahead, finish.
No, well, I'm just gonna say it was just a supernatural acceleration on my life, and I'm just so honored to be a part of this because I don't know what part I got cut off on, so I'm just gonna pass the mic.
All right, thank you. Next, I'm gonna go to Dr. Monique. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, hello Chanel, hello team. I'm so glad to be here today. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Happy birthday, Beyond the Book Media. My name is Dr. Monique Rogers, and I have been with Beyond the Book Media for the 2 years now, and it has changed my life tremendously. I came to Write With Me to do the 7-day challenge. Jumped in. I was so enthusiastic during the challenge. They're like, do you want to be a moderator? I was like, yes, I'll be a moderator. And then my exuberance there allowed me to apply to be an admin. And then from there, I was recruited to be in Beyond the Book Media as a writing coach. And I was like, yes, I'll accept. So various promotions have come from me being a part of this amazing community of authors and writers, and just being connected to Chanel and the team has been so amazing. It has blessed my life. And so in the past year, last year, I was asked to be a writing coach, and I was like, yes, I'll do it. And so I am the one that does the Hour of Power on Fridays with the group, and we have an amazing time. It's 1 hour of just pushing the writers and encouraging them and praying for them and birthing them through their book as they finish getting their books done. And also, I am, for Write With Me, the community manager, so I enjoy all the many hats that I get to wear for Beyond the Book Media and for Write With Me. This is my family. I'm like, oh my goodness, like God sent me to this group, and we've been together forever. Like, so I'm just grateful for what He's doing and glad to be a part of this amazing team. So many doors have opened because of it. Like when I wrote my book in that 7 days, I had people calling me, asking me to come on television, asking me to be on their podcast, asking me to be in their magazines. So God has done some tremendous door opportunities, and which He has blessed me with. And now I'm just excited for all that He's doing and glad to be on this amazing team.
All right, thank you, Dr. Monique. Yes.
I was Next say, my name is Dr. Monique Rogers, and I'm done speaking. I'm like, wait, I'm not on Clubhouse.
I know, right? We get so used to being on Clubhouse. All right, Crystal, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello and great evening, everybody. I am Crystal Davis, one of the newer coaches and moderators for Beyond the Book Media. So glad to be here with you guys. I started in 2019. I was in the 7-day challenge. Did not finish my book, but it is on the men's right now. I will be finished this time. And but nonetheless, I think God put me there because he needed to peel back some layers, and he placed me amongst some beautiful rose petals, people that could cover me. And I think that's why God chose me. And then they asked me to be a part of the Right With Me team. Chanel did, her and Jacinta. I applied for some position, don't even know what I applied for, probably secretary, I believe it was. And I didn't believe they were going to choose me because there were certain requisites that you had to meet, and I did not meet that one of the requisites. Nonetheless, God showed favor and asked me to join, and I did. And it has been an amazing time. Chanel has the oil of God upon her. Jacinta, Nikisa, everybody, Destiny, Dr. Monique, Jasmine, who's not with us right now, but everybody covers you and they keep you in your right frame of mind. I just thank God for who they are and what they've done. And it is such an amazing challenge. It doesn't only challenge you to write a book, but it challenges you to stretch and grow in your faith in the Lord. And so that is what I'm most proud of, that they are 2 years old. I am excited about that as well. And now I am a part of the Beyond the Book Media team as a whole. Chanel and Jacinta pulled me in for the last writing challenge. So this is my second writing challenge that we're doing right now. And I am moderating with some of the most amazing people. So I'm just amazed at what God is doing. And I'm learning so much from each of these women. They are truly women of worth and wealth and authority and power. And so I'm just elated to be a part of such a magnificent group of women, but it's all by God's design. So I'm excited to be here. Happy birthday, Beyond the Book Media. God bless you, Chanel, and everybody on the team. You ladies know I love you.
Thank you so much, Crystal. Oh my goodness. And I see all of your comments. Y'all like, I'm trying to, keep these lashes on. Okay. I'm trying to keep these lashes on. So thank you guys. This is just nothing but God's grace and mercy. And then finally, not the last person we have on our team. God has really accelerated our team, but we have one of our newest additions to our team, Destiny. And I would love for Destiny to introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. I want to apologize. The service is a little funny here, but I just want to say thank you so much, Chanel, and happy birthday to Beyond the Book Media. I'm super excited to be a part of the team. It was nothing but God, because I heard about Beyond the Book Media and Chanel from Nikisa, who is amazing in her own right, and came as one of the speakers for one of the challenges, and just loved how Holy Spirit led the challenge was, and just Chanel's obedience to God and just doing it God's way. And I seen a post on Facebook to apply, and I heard the Holy Spirit tell me to do it, and I did it, not understanding what was going to come from it. And it just has been an amazing ride. And a couple of months, working with Chanel is just amazing. She truly has a heart for the Father and serving his people. And so I just want to say thank you, Chanel, and happy birthday to Beyond the Book Media. It's been amazing to work with all of the ladies so far. And I just know that God is doing something amazing, and he's accelerating it at a very fast pace. So if you're not a part of Beyond the Book Media, if you're not a part of the Right With Me Challenge or the Right With Me Facebook group, you definitely want to be a part of that, because God is doing something powerful in this season with them.
Thank you so much, Destiny, for that, and thank you guys for in your comments. Like, this has just been great, y'all. I want to tell y'all something, like how Beyond the Book Media got started, and this is my first time doing a screen share. So we gonna see y'all. Y'all know how we like. Y'all give me some grace, because I'm trying to see if it's gonna let me share my screen. Oh yes, see how we're gonna do this. I know the best way to do this. We're going to pop this right on out. Hey. Then we're going to share our screen. Okay, guys, I'm about to share something with you guys. The beginning, and some of you are going to see some familiar faces. Oh, this is what we can do. We can put this on screen too. Praise God. Look at this. This is why you have two screens. Amen. All right, here we go. Now I'm about to share my screen. Okay. Can y'all see this?
Yes. Wow.
Do I have anybody in the chat that remembers this? This right here was the very, very, very first author celebration that we had. And it started with the group Write With Me. Okay. What happened was, y'all, I was like, man, God, I gotta write this book, and I don't have I can't find any motivation. I have no motivation. I don't know what to do, God. Like, how am I gonna finish this? And I said, you know what? If I can get just like 10 people, if I can get 10 people to write their book with me, I'm gonna start this group. Well, 10 people grew to 300 people. And then we started the group Write With Me, which now has 4.2 thousand people. I can't even believe that. 4.2 thousand people. And we ended up going through a 2 or 3 week writing challenge. And I was like, man, we need to celebrate. And so we ended up having an event where we all came together, those of us who could come to get to Atlanta. And this was our group that we graduated from our writing challenges. So that's me in the front with no socks on, with no shoes on, with these socks on, squatting. I think at the time, my third was just an itty bitty baby. There was no Cooper. And then this was a group photo. Y'all, look at Lindsay in the middle. She didn't have any hair. Y'all, now her hair is all long and luxurious. I mean, this is just a flashback to memory lane. So I'm gonna stop my do y'all remember that? Like, that was like an amazing time. And then let's see if I can get in another photo while I'm sharing this with you guys. Let's see, I have another. Here we go. We're going to show this one. So we ended up doing a writing challenge every single quarter for 2019 when we launched. And I believe it was that seed in the ground that led to the acceleration. And I didn't charge, or if I did charge y'all, it was like $10. You know, it was very low cost, and it was just a space to celebrate authors, to pour into authors. And low key, y'all, we was having mini church service. Y'all remember, like, JD would get in there and be prophesying
for hours. Okay, hours.
For hours.
Yes.
Does anybody? I want some of you guys to share. I think all of us have had the opportunity. I think I know Nikisa, Dr. Monique, and Jacinta all had an opportunity to attend one of the author celebrations. And if you guys are in the chat, if you're in the chat and you have an author celebration or a writing challenge memory, even from the beginning, I would love for you to write it down. But like, let's see, let's go with Jacinta. You remember the first one. Let's talk about it. Jacinta, I want to hear what you have to say. Uh-oh. Let's see. Well, I think we'll come back to Jacinta because she froze a little bit. Gotta love technology. We'll go to Nikisa. Go ahead, Nikisa.
Okay, well, let's hope that I don't freeze. So I remember the first one that I went to, I mean, it was just so, okay, I'm remembering when you did the Arthur Awards and you gave plaques. And I remember me and myself, let me show you how deliverance works, right? Girl got healed, okay? I was up for a award. I didn't win, so I had took my heels off. I was like, man, I ain't win. I done put these heels on. They didn't pick me. And then Chanel and Jacinta got me. They had gave an award that did not exist. And I was the admin of the year. And I about lost it. And no, these are all recorded, so you can find it. And that just like was so, it was so good to me because it was like the Holy Spirit is like, if nobody else don't recognize you, the Holy Spirit recognizes what you're doing. And it was all like, it was just so great. But the celebrations it's something we can't explain. Y'all love what we do on Clubhouse. Y'all love what we do virtually, like in person. You cannot explain it. And I love a comment somebody, Carlisha was like, I'm so happy you guys went virtual. It's so funny because the writing challenges were always virtual. It's just that we would meet in person, and then she started doing a prophetic call. So I'm just so happy that it was so Holy Spirit led. And I'm just loving these freezes on Jacinta. They're so pretty.
Yes, Jacinta. Let's see if you're back. I would love for you to share, your experience with these author celebrations. I'm telling you, that's what really got us lit. Uh-oh. Let's see. Jacinta, we're gonna come back to you. We're gonna come back to you.
Right. The
I
author
yeah.
celebration,
Oh, go ahead.
they were a game changer. Let's see. Is that better?
Uh-oh, we
Yeah,
lost you. We lost you,
All right.
Jacinta. We'll come back. We're gonna come back to you. I rebuke the devil. Look, we gotta hear what Jacinta has to say, y'all. It's one thing hearing it come from my mouth, but hearing it come from Jacinta, who's been on this journey since the beginning. It's her and Jasmine. It's like an amazing thing. All right, Dr. Monique, I would love for you to share your experience.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I remember driving all the way from North Carolina and traveling to Atlanta to be a part of the amazing celebration. I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get there to meet everybody. And then just seeing Chanel in person, she was like so sweet and kind. And it was so nice to meet her and to talk to her. And then Nikisa, I was like, Nikisa, oh my God, I'm so happy to meet you. And we sat next to each other. And then I got a chance to meet RC because I was looking forward to, oh my God, our picture. Yes. Oh my goodness. I love that picture. And so I got a chance to meet RC and I got a chance to meet Dr. Clark was there, and then Tanika and my so many other people. Oh my gosh, so many people were there, and it was just so beautiful just to connect. And I didn't even feel tired from the drive. I was just so ecstatic just to be there and be a part of the celebration. And then everyone received awards, and then oh my gosh, the prophetic pour out from Bishop JD. He was like, he was prophesying. He was like praying over people. There was just such a move of God's presence there. There was some good food, y'all. It was like authors were selling their books at tables. People were being blessed. People were being ministered to. It was just an amazing time of gathering. And I'm like, I have never been to an author celebration like this. And it was my very first one. So I was just grateful to be in that atmosphere, to be around so many authors. I'm like, oh my goodness, look at all these authors. And all of them had finished their books and they were receiving rewards and everyone was receiving gifts. And it was just so beautiful. And then RC at the time, she was the mistress of ceremonies. So she was like greeting people. And it was just so beautiful how everything was done. It was done with such excellence, such poise. The Spirit of God was there. The Holy Spirit's presence was all over that place. And it was just such a move there. And I was just grateful for the opportunity to meet so many authors in one place that are anointed by God, are a part of the Beyond the Book Media family, and was a part of Right With Me. And I'm like, God, you couldn't have given me a better family than my sisters and brothers right here. So I'm just grateful for this whole family that God has connected me with and been a part with. This is the best team that God could ever give me. And I'm just grateful that He chose me. Like, God, thank you for choosing me. And at that time, I was just a moderator and I was just like ecstatic for that time, just being there. And from there, God just like promoted me. So the author celebration, guys, it is a celebration. Listen, when we open them doors back up in Atlanta again, we have us another huge celebration. Your life is going to be changed. God is going to bring some great things into your life. And you might find your edges being snatched up for God doing some powerful things in your life and Him bringing you to a great place. It was just life-changing. And I'm looking forward to when we have our gathering celebration again, to hug everyone and to take some selfies and to look at their new books and have some beautiful signed copies from other authors that are there that have their books that are written. So I'm excited and I'm looking forward to all of the celebrations that we have for the future. It was amazing, y'all.
Thank you, Dr. Monique, y'all. So this was the last event we were able to have. And yeah, like this is team, right? We got RC. Shout out to RC. There go JD over there. Y'all see JD? Let's see. Y'all see my mouse? There go JD. Jacinta. Look at Keisha. This is Nikisa. Look at me. We got Tanisha. She spoke at the last 3-day challenge. Prophetess Carla Clark. She spoke at the last one. RC and Jasmine, who is, look at these two. We didn't even know what we was about to do. And God already positioned them. And then what's cool about this is y'all see our clubhouse crew, right? This coffee and conversations, the green room, Freedom Friday, activated spiritual gifts in the marketplace, mind your business. See, do y'all see this? Do y'all see this?
Wow.
This the clubhouse crew right here. Like the seeds that you sow in service in a smaller platform opened up for so much elevation on a over 50,000 plus member and follower platform, right? So when people say I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. Look, some people be like, you wasn't shooting with me in the gym, but they was in the gym shooting with me. And so God created space over on Clubhouse as well. So I just thought that was amazing. We'll stop my screen share. I'm just kind of going back. All of these photos are on our Facebook page. And I'm going to, what was something else we did? Let's see. Man, we've done so much stuff. So I put on my personal page some stats about Beyond the Book Media. And oh, y'all know what? I got it. Y'all remember that prophetic word? With the dry books, the dead books, that prophesy to the books. Let me see if I can find that one, because that really sealed the deal. That's when I knew it was real. The Lord had took me into I had an open vision of myself going into the valley, and I looked down and there were a lot of books, and the Lord told me to prophesy to the books and breathe life into the books. And do y'all remember that prophetic word? I'm gonna see if I can find that. Go ahead, Nikisa.
Yeah, I remember it. And that, like, when you, like, if you find it, it's just gonna be amazing, because like you can literally see, like, not only do we hear the growth, we can talk about the steps, but you can literally see it, like, even in you and how you've grown, like how God has really just shifted your whole like life. Like we can just see it, right? And it's just so wonderful, because you judge man by his fruit. And it's like you can see it. And we're not talking about money, we're talking about success according to the Lord, right? Look at all these people in the comments, what they're talking about. Their prophecy was like amazing. And that was probably one of the first live videos that I saw Chanel do. And she was just talking about seeing these books and how they died with previous generations. And at the time we were just doing challenges to write books. I don't even think she was fully accepting people to publish it. So a lot of people think it started off like she had a publishing company. No, we just were writing and celebrating afterwards. That's how it was started. So it's just amazing to see how good.
I got it. Thank you, Destiny. I got it. Let's see. We're gonna pull this thing on up, y'all. I'm about to share it down. We're gonna see if we can hear. If we can't hear, I'm sorry, and we'll drop the link down, because y'all know I'm over here trying to be a producer and be on this at the same time. Okay, so I'm gonna press play. Y'all let me know, family, in the comments, and I'll look at our private chat if y'all can't see it. Okay, let's see. We won't even play the whole thing, but I think we should play some of it. If it sounds like I'm bleeding, because I am. So last month, I had an open vision in which God led me on top of a mountain. And just like the prophet Ezekiel, I looked down onto a valley, but instead of dry bones, there were books. The books were covered with dirt as if they were in a graveyard. And God spoke to me saying, there lies the books that have died with generations. These books hold stories that will heal entire bloodlines, reveal lies and secrets, and create generational wealth and blessings. It is time for them to live again. Then God says to me, he says, I need you to prophesy to those dead books. I've given you the key to resurrect them. Then God proceeded to place a shovel in my hand, and I began to remove the dirt off the books, and they revealed themselves. God told me to pray through Ezekiel 37, and where there were bones, I replaced it with books. So if you guys are familiar with Ezekiel 37, then you know that story is just like an amazing story. And it is the story in which the prophet Ezekiel looks down and he sees the valley of dry bones. And and he begins to he begins to prophesy and bring those bones back to life. And so what God told me to do, he told me exactly to pray through Ezekiel 37, and where the word was bones, he wanted me to replace it with books. And so I proceeded to do that. And I'm going to pray that right now over everyone who's writing a book. And I want you guys to do that too, because I don't think this was just for me. I believe this is for all of us. So if y'all are just joining with me, I'm going to read and you can go and look this up. Ezekiel 37, I believe. I don't remember what version this is, but what I did was I am replacing the word bones and I'm putting books. And y'all going to see how amazing this flows. All right, so prophesy to these books and say to them, dry books, hear the word of the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says to these books. I will make breath enter you and you will come to life. I will attach tendons to you and make flesh come up on you and cover you with skin. I will put breath in you and you will come to life. Then you will know that I am Lord. So I prophesied and I commanded. And as I was prophesying, there was a noise, a rattling sound, and the books came together. Book to book, I looked, and tendons and flesh appeared on them, and skin covered them, but there was no breath in them. And then he said to me, prophesy to the breath. Prophesy, son of man, and say to it, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Come breath from the four winds and breathe into the slain so that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and breath entered them. They came to life and stood upon their feet, a vast army. Then he said to me, son of man, these books are the people of Israel. They say, our books are dried up and our hope is gone. We are cut off. Therefore prophesy to them. Prophesy and say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. My people, I'm going to open your graves and bring you up from them. I will bring you back to the land of Israel. Then you, my people, will know that I am Lord. And when I open your graves and bring you up from them, I will put my spirit in you and you will live. And I will settle you in your own land. Then you will know that the Lord, have spoken and I have done it, declares the Lord. So, if you're just joining me, I just told y'all what the Lord just said. So, I know in this all right, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I just had to take us on memory lane, and the Lord has done just that, right? We have prophesied to these books. We've had, I believe, 7 writing challenges and then 7 21-day author boot camps. That's 14 times that we have activated and we have prophesied and we have prayed and we have labored. We have done the work of the Lord, y'all. Man, man, I just, even being able to go back, I would love for Jacinta, what was that like? I see you came back. What was that like for you? You know, I want to hear from you, Jacinta.
So, which part? All of it? Hold on.
Anything you want to share? We've been trying to hear from you for a while, but I would love for you to just share your perspective, even that prophecy or just anything in general.
Okay. So I'll go back to your first question. So the author celebrations, they were a big game changer for us. It was, I remember Chanel came to me and was like, I really want to show appreciation for all of our authors, for anyone who chooses to partner with us, who even chooses to show up to be with us, right? Because they could have chose anybody else. And we were sitting there, we were brainstorming and all that stuff. And then she's like, how about an author celebration? I was like, oh God, how much work is that going to be? Because at the end of the day, I understand logistics. I'm like, okay, we got to get food. We got to feed people because I mean, I'm going to be hungry. You're going to be hungry. So let's make sure they got some food. And then she's like, make sure we also have awards. I said, wait, with their names on it, how many people? I just remember I just remember sitting there going, Lord, I know this is so much work. But the Holy Spirit would go, I got you every single time. Every single time that I would be like, Lord, just send the help. We had amazing volunteers come through every single time to help me, because she would basically place that in my hands and go, okay, go. What you mean go? Like, I'm sitting here going, that is not my background. Like, wait a minute. So yes, it was something else, definitely, that I was like, oh my goodness. I I'm sorry about that if I paused, but I couldn't believe that she would just put that in my hands and then ask me to just run with it. She's such a visionary that she would just ask me to run with the vision and carry it out. And that's exactly what I did. I would run with the vision and carry it out. And then all the while be freaking out in the background going, God, if you don't send help, Lord, help me, Jesus. And every time I prayed for God to send help, Nikisa would show up. Arteria Ferguson would show up. R.C. Marshall would show up. We had some amazing women of God. Tanisha would show up. Raina would show up. Dr. Monique would show up. Jasmine showed up. Crystal showed up. Destiny showed up. When I tell you, every time I prayed for God to send help, because what's interesting was it got bigger and bigger. She's like, oh, we need a new venue this time. Or, oh, I was like, oh my God, God, if you don't help me figure this out. I said, I need hands to carry this out. Because at first it was fine. Like, we were small enough, I could help do it with me and a small team. Then it became, okay, God, I need a bigger team. And every time I asked, he would send the people. So I have watched God work miracles even for me that have even blessed Chanel. It has been in that I've seen when you obey God. When you obey God, it is better than your sacrifice. It is better than your sacrifice. When I tell you, if he asked you to write a book this year, write the book. I don't care if you got all the steps figured out. When I tell you all these author celebrations, I didn't even know half the time. She'd be like, okay, last minute, we need some speakers. Wait, what? Where are these people coming from? And then that's when JD showed up. I remember the first time I met JD. It was at his event, and then met Jasmine at the same time. So when I tell you, you don't need to know all the details. You don't need to know all the steps. Okay, God, how am I supposed to write a book? Who gonna publish it and all this other stuff? What's the cover gonna look like? See, we get to where we want to know every step and detail to do what God is asking us to do. Let me tell you, no, you don't. That's how those author celebrations happen. She literally handed it to me in my lap and was like, okay, go. I wanted to know every step, but every time I asked God, I said, what's the food? She would tell me, at least get me my Publix cheese plate and fruit plate. That was her only request. Past that, it was the food was there when I tell you, and she would be like, are you nervous? I'd be like, every single time. Every single time we have a writing celebration, I'm nervous. Every single time we have a writing challenge that has been a baby in my hand, yes, I've been nervous. Because I want you guys to partner with us and get an experience that's transformative. So every time I'm nervous, every time, because I want what God said originally over this to manifest. I want it to be that you guys are transformed and changed. I want it to be that you guys are have an experience where you have a new book in your hands, that you can say, God, I've been sitting on this dream for 4 to 5 years and now it has come to life. That is why I show up and serve. I serve because the testimonies, the things that God has said would be his, these books would be his, that it would breathe life into everyone. People will be healed and whole from sharing their stories. That's why we show up for Beyond the Book Media. Chanel is a visionary and she sits at God's feet. That's why we show up. every single time. So, okay, Shanae, I mean hijack
No,
everything, but
that was
no,
so
hold on.
good. That was so good because you spoke truth, you spoke clarity, and I believe this was such great divine inspiration about, and it's a template, it's a blueprint for how to allow God to be the leader, the visionary, the partner, the CEO of your business. And I teach people every single Monday through Friday in Clubhouse. Myself and Nakisa's up there with me. We get a chance to show people how to do what I've been doing for years. What has birthed every single business, what has birthed every single idea is sitting at the feet of Jesus in the morning or whenever your time is and asking him for clarity. And so shout out to my Clubhouse cousins. How y'all doing? Just know that this was the seed. This was the seed. Many people want platform, they want influence, but you got to be able to sow before you grow. So I want to share with y'all the very first video, y'all. Okay, inside right with me. This, y'all, just look at this. And what started it, and what the very first thing that we shared inside right with me that led to Beyond the Book Media. So I'm going to share this, y'all. Don't y'all laugh too hard at me. It was Valentine's Day. Beyond Right With Me was founded on Valentine's Day, and then Beyond the Book Media was formed a little over a month later on March 21st, 2019. So I want y'all to see this. Hold on, let me see. Let me make this bigger before I do that. And we're gonna, okay, here we go. Now I can share. All right. I'm gonna play this video, y'all. Hello. My name is Chanel Martin, and I want to personally welcome each and every person to Write With Me. So I'm going to tell you why I decided to create this group. Well, first of all, shout out to Waffle House, me and my husband on a Waffle House date for Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers out there. I love you guys. But yes, so I'm supposed to write another book, and I promised God that I would have it done by March. And I'm really struggling to get the book done. And I was thinking, like, wow, I work really well under pressure, right? So how about I see if I can get other people to join in and write with me? And then I was like, if I get 10 people to agree to write their book with me, then I'm going to forward. So that's what this is. This is Write With Me. All I'm doing is I'm going to be your motivator. I'm going to be your coach. I'm going to help you write this book while I motivate myself. Now, what I'm not a writing coach. I'm not a writing coach. I'm not selling writing services or writing consultations. That's not what I do. I'm many things, but not a writing coach. But what I will do is I will, again, motivate you. So we are starting on Monday, February 18th. And I just have this crazy idea. What if we get like 50 to 100 people? No, I'm just going to go ahead and say 100. What if we get 100 people to join in this group and to write our books together in 2 weeks? I know we can do it. So how can I do that? How can we do that? Invite your friends. Invite that friend that says, man, I need to write this book. And they haven't quite written their book. Invite them to be a part of this. I know God is going to really bless us in this experience. Maybe this is something he wanted me to do, but hey, we're going to do it together. Again, invite your friends. This is going to be fun. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to challenge you. And most of all, we're going to write and finish our book. All right, you guys, have a blessed and wonderful Valentine's Day. And I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry, y'all.
This is funny to me. It's so funny. Somebody in the comments said, tell God what you're not going to do.
Got a whole writing coaching program. I'm so sorry. Y'all, this was funny to me. Y'all, this was so funny to me. Nakisa, I want to hear from Destiny. Destiny, you're one of the newest people on our team. What, seeing that 2 years ago to now, what's going on? What's going through your mind?
It's just a testament of how God works and how we think so small of him, how we're like, oh, I'm just writing a book. Oh, I'm just getting some people together. And he's like, oh, that's what you think you're doing? Okay, watch and see what I do with it. So it's just amazing to Sorry. It's just amazing to see it unravel and to know that once you give God your yes, he can really do anything with it. And how many people's lives are changed from your one yes. So it's just good to sit back and watch it all unfold. And like Nikita said, only in 2 years, like that is amazing. And there's this quote I heard from someone before, but it was success doesn't take time, success takes God, and that's the truth. Like if it really it takes God, it doesn't take time. To the person, it may take 10 years or 15, but to the person that's being obedient to God, it can take 1 year, 2 years, or like Chanel, like we see today, 2 years, and she's still on fire, right? So it's just really good to sit back and see how we just think so small of God sometimes, and how he's like, yeah, I just want you to say yeah, and then I'll let you see it unravel as you go along. So.
Thank you, Destiny. Look, we are a family-friendly organization. I need to find something where Chloe. I remember one time I was doing a training, and y'all, my kids, I was so mad. They kept coming up in there. I said, y'all, I gotta stop this. I stopped it, and I went and did what mamas do when kids do not listen. And then I came back, I was sweating, and put them down somewhere. I said, all right, y'all, we gonna get right back into this. And I had to make the decision that we were going to be a family-friendly company. So many of you have seen my kids grow up over the past 2 years, and y'all know them by name. I think at the time, it's so funny. Chloe was the Beyond the Book Media baby, and then we got Cooper is the Kingdom Business Network baby. I was like, with every baby, there's always something new that God is doing. I'm like, Lord, please don't let me have to have any more babies to have something new. No, I'm just joking. Crystal, I do want to get your thoughts too after seeing this, since you are one of the newer people that's joined Beyond the Book Media as well. I know you got something to say.
I just want to tell the Lord, same grace. Extend that same grace. And I think that is why he has us all, and why he birthed it through you, because he wants us to see that he is a God, a giving God. He is an overdoer, if you will. He gives you that abundance. But you have to give him your yes, like Destiny said. I laughed at that video because you're in the Waffle House. You just being your whole natural self on there. But it's a beautiful thing, because in being your natural, authentic, transparent self, you're able to show people that just with the simple idea that you thought, I'm not a coach, let me give y'all the rundown about what I am not, and how God was sitting up there saying she just don't know the half yet. And so he was like, I'm getting her together to do this thing, but it's a bigger thing, even bigger than her. Yes, I'm tugging on her about her book, but I want her to help other people birth their books. And the thing about God is, when we do what he called us to do, it catches fire, and it grabs a hold of the other people that he wants to ignite the fire in and burst something out. And so I'm just excited about what he's doing, what he has done. And again, I just say, God, same grace. I extend my yes. I give you my complete yes, my full yes. And I just want to encourage anybody that's listening that the same grace that he extended to you, and everybody that has been connected to your anointing and assigned to the appointment of your call, he will do the same for everybody else. And so just be encouraged in the fact that he can do it, and he can take you to the next place. Just make sure you're giving him your yes, and he'll do the exact same thing for you, because he's not a respecter of persons. He loves us all, and he has something for all of us to do. I'm excited to be here and be a part of what he is doing in the now. And so I celebrate you, Chanel, and all that God has done in your life. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of the journey.
Thank you so much, Crystal. Thank you. Okay, y'all. So we used to do, I'm about to show y'all something else. I'm loving this memory lane thing, right? I'm about to show y'all something else. So Jacinta, remember when we were doing like 21-day writing challenges, and I got this bright idea. I said, we're going to do them in 7. Nikki says, well, but I called Jacinta first. The Lord has spoken. I said, if they can do it. And I think, was it Alandria? Somebody had finished their book in like 5 days in one of the first ones. I was like, oh, well, Summit, I just need one person to have done. I said, we're going to do it in 7. And so I kept telling her, I said, I don't know how we're going to get it done. And then the Lord showed me this. Showed me something. He was like, yeah, they can get it done. And I'm gonna give you a tool. And a download from heaven came. Hold on, And this is what was born through my obedience. All right, y'all ready? This was the first one, I think. So I'm super excited. I am giving away a free 7-day Write With Me challenge planner. What it does is it breaks down the God-given formula that's going to show you how to write your book in exactly 7 days. Yeah, I'm super excited. This was a very quick project, but I just love how it turns out. You can grab your free planner by, of course, first joining our challenge and by signing up at beyondthebookmedia.com/challenge. Go ahead and get your free planner. It's for you. Super. So why did I show that? That was a game changer for us. That right there changed the game. And we use that same formula for our 21-day. It is actually the methodology that we use. And how I got that, y'all, I just was like, God, okay, I know we can do it in 7. How? And then, y'all, at 2:00 in the morning, I could not go to sleep, and I wrote out that planner. And then I immediately sent it to go get designed, and then I put it out there, typos and everything. Folks was emailing me, talking about, you got a typo. I was like, okay, use it. And I don't know how many times that planner has been distributed. I know thousands at this point. If you have that planner, come on, and you had to print it in color. Look, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you have that planner. Jessica says she still has it. It is still blessing people. It's still free. I never charge for it. I do charge $5 for the 21-day one, but that 7-day one was, I mean, it was just it was just like really another seed, another catalyst for us to be able to just honor God. Like, God will give you technology. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm an engineer by trade. So I have a bachelor's and master's degree in engineering. So God talks to me in systems and formulas. And so I was like, God, you can give me the formula. He did. It has a whole formula in there. It tells you how many words you need to type a day, how much time you need to commit. And we've had several people that have finished in 7 days or got a really good start in their process. And so I'm just so grateful for that journal. And I wanted to share something else with you guys. And then we'll kind of start wrapping up because they're getting at our hour mark. But I did want to do something. So I'm going to tell y'all ready for story time. Y'all want a story time real quick? Y'all ready for story time? All right. Yeah, Jessica did finish. Huh? What'd you say?
I said we were ready.
Y'all ready? All right. So this here, y'all see this? Can y'all see this? Okay. This was the book I was writing that I formed Write With Me. This was the book. This I didn't know it was going to be this. I was trying to write a book called How to Hear the Voice of God for Your Business. And I got stuck. And there was a chapter that I had written called Focus that I was writing. And I was really struggling. And I started typing out the chapter, and I'll never forget, it was talking about focusing on the business that God gave you and not steering away. Okay, this was on February 14th, 2019. Okay, so just follow me here. So in that, I give an example. Now, mind y'all, I was not in the publishing industry. I wasn't a writing coach. Y'all, I'm a beauty entrepreneur. Okay. I co-own a company called Mondana, in which we help you figure out what to do with your hair. I was getting ready to start and launch another beauty company, a wig company, actually. That was what was laid up on my heart. But before, I remember God saying, before you do this wig company, I need you to do something for me. So I was like, all right, I thought I was going to write this book. And then from the book, we're going to have a Hear the Voice of God for Your Business challenge. And we're going to take people through these prophetic activations and everything. And so I did my outline and I got to the chapter on focus. Okay, y'all stay with me. It's going somewhere. So in the chapter on focus, I began to write out an example on how you need to focus. And I said that if I could go find it, that would be amazing if I could go find it. I might look for it in a minute. I said, let's say God has told you to start a publishing company, a Christian publishing company. And he gives you all the steps. He says, first, you need to find the clients, you need to find the customers, then you need to get the da-da-da. I mean, I started listing out all this stuff. And then what could happen is the enemy could come and try to dangle other things in front of you and cause you to divert from what God gave you, when in fact, you're supposed to start a publishing company. Yeah, I typed all this. I got to find this. I'm about to look for it right now while I'm talking to y'all, okay? So if y'all see me looking at my other screen, it's because I need y'all to see how real this is. So I got stuck. I couldn't finish the chapter on focus. And that's when I said, man, I'm about to start this group, man. I need some help. And when I started writing, I couldn't finish that chapter. And then I got the group, and y'all, I never wrote the book. I never finished the book. The Lord said to me, he said, this wasn't for you to finish your book. And I was like, hold up now, did I just get tricked here? I feel like I got tricked. And so I never finished the book. So then what ended up happening is, I'm about to find it, y'all. What ended up happening is this it? Nope. What ended up happening was I helped everybody else with their books. So then I think it was April, during the pandemic of last year, the Lord says, oh, no, I'm sorry. No. I'm skipping some pieces. So I didn't finish the book. Then the Lord started speaking to me about starting a publishing company. I was like, starting a publishing company? Oh, no, I'm about to get back. I'm about to start selling some wigs, sis like her wigs. He was like, no, go back and look at what you wrote on February 14th. I went back and read. He said, look at it again. And it was talking about starting a publishing company. He said, see, that was the vision from the very beginning. And I about lost it. Oh, here it is. I'm finding it, y'all. Look, I'm about to find the actual thing, okay? The actual thing. And we're going to, so y'all can see that this is real. I'm about to pull this up, okay, guys? I need y'all to see. I'm going to read it exactly, because that is what started this. Sometimes God will set you, not sometimes, God got to set me up. That's how he do me, okay? All right, so this was my chapter on focus, okay? Can y'all see that? Can y'all see? All right. And I started talking about the vision. It says, what does staying focused look like? Let's say God gives you the vision to launch a publishing company that helps Christian authors publish books. I can't make this up. What does the vision? Launching Christian nonfiction book authors. Action items: build a brand, secure editors, copywriters, graphic designers, book printers, get a partnership with book distributors, hire marketing sales experts, set price points, find customers. According to the action items list, there are many moving parts associated with accompanying the vision. It can be overwhelming and nearly impossible to work on every single action item at once. You can eliminate the overwhelming feeling by asking God to show which action items to start first. Now, I must warn you, as you become focused on one area, the enemy may begin to dangle enticing fruit to get you to become unfocused. It could be as simple as making a decision to not focus on Christian authors and to add secular fiction authors to the vision as well, in an effort to increase your audience and potentially your bank account. When in actuality, it's a setup and a direct attack on your focus. You have to be intentional about keeping focus. So let me stop the screen share. Y'all, that was written on February 14th, and I could not finish. I couldn't finish that chapter because I had to live the chapter. I had to live the chapter. And when the Lord told me to go back and read it, I could not believe it. Now, I want to open it up to any of my team after seeing that in Black. I think that might be the first time I've ever showed it. I didn't include that in the book, in God Bless the Scribe, because it wasn't supposed to be, y'all. It was for me. Sometimes things that we think are for other people are actually for ourselves. And we're about to give God's vision that he gave for us to someone else. Cashmere, I'm not crying my eyes out right now because I got to do it. I got to do some work after. I got to record some videos after that. So I'm trying to still stay cute, y'all. That's the only reason why I ain't let it rip. But I want to open it up to anybody else on our team to share. Anybody who wants to go?
I was just telling the writers on this past Friday, you know, like sometimes you get in a challenge and you think like you're in it to write a book, and the whole time God is trying to get you together. And so even in our writing, God does that, because I remember when I was writing my book, Falling in Love with Jesus, God got me together and he helped me to work out some things. I was dealing with perfectionism. I was dealing with some things in my life I needed to get in order. And from writing that book, it just cleansed my heart. It cleansed me. It helped me to have a sounder relationships now, and even able to deal with things in a greater level. So at each time that you write, and each time God deals with you in your writing, it just does a healing. There's a deliverance that takes place, and then there's a breakthrough that happens in your writing. So just being a part of this team, it has done that for me tremendously in my writing. And as I was beginning to pour out to the writers on this past Friday, I was telling them the same. Like, when you're writing, I know you're in a hurry to finish your book and you want to get this book done, but allow God to do that healing process in you as you are writing, because there's a deliverance that's happening. There's a breakthrough that's happening. There's a that as you put the words on, that's taking place is going to happen to others. So there's a deliverance that takes place for self, and then there's a deliverance that's going to take place for others. But first, God has to get us together. So this has blessed me today, just seeing from sharing how God birthed this in you, and just how he gave you the words, and it transformed you, and mighty things happen because of it. And God is like doing that for even us as writers, as we're here and writing our books and getting them out there. There's such a transformation and change that happens within us, and a deliverance that God wants to do. He's like, listen, this, as you are writing on these pages, these very words that you're putting here, there's a deliverance that I need to do in you. There's a breakthrough that I need to snatch some things off. I want you totally healed, that when you begin to embrace stages and platform, you'll come from a healed place, and you'll be able to minister to people from a healed place, and you'll be able to step on places you couldn't even imagine from you working through this healing process of getting this book out. So in that writing, it did so much for me, from just from hearing that, and then how I was able to write into those two challenges, those 7-day challenges. One challenge, I was writing a book, and it was talking solely on healing, because I lost a best friend that died of an aneurysm. I had back-to-back deaths that happened in my life, and y'all, writing brings so much deliverance to your life that you can even imagine. So just getting those books out and birthing them, there's a birthing process that takes place that God does, and a deliverance that happens, and a breakthrough that happens as you're being transformed through your books. So I'm just grateful for that. I'm just grateful for how God used that opportunity of just writing and putting those words on paper for such a time as this, because I needed to get free. And the Lord knows that in my getting free, that other people need to get free as well. So I'm just gracious to God for the obedience of just being in that challenge, and just for Chanel having that, and her obedience to God for opening that challenge up at the time. And it transformed my life forever. Like, y'all, I don't even feel the same anymore. Like, I feel like a new person just from being a part of that, and being here in this team and in this community. It has transformed my life. So I'm just grateful to God for it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Monique.
You're welcome.
So I want to share, I shared this on my personal, on my Instagram page. I'm going to share some numbers, some stats for y'all, because I did some research. And I had my team pull together some research. And so in 2 short years, I call Beyond the Book Media my Tyler business, we have become a 6-figure a year earning company. And I put on there soon to be 7. I'm prophesying. 6-figure a year. We have sold over 1,200 digital products. Over 1,200. We have partnered with 75 plus authors. And so about 58 of them are on solo projects. And then I included some of our authors that are in our anthology. So over 75 authors, but 58 of them is solo projects, y'all. So that right there is amazing. We hosted 7 Write With Me writing challenges and 7 paid 21 author boot camps. We created and launched and hosted 4 live author celebrations. And I was typing this. I saw the Lord say that we were going to do another one in 4th quarter this year. So if y'all look on my page, I put the eyeballs because I was like, Lord, really? You're really going to tell me? So it looks like they're coming back in the 4th quarter. And so then also we published our first anthology with 20 plus authors. Speak Up. You deserve to be heard. Stories and reflections on what it's like to be Black in America in response to what was going on inside of with racial injustice. We grew our community, Write With Me, to over 4,200 authors. Y'all saw the video when I was like, oh, I'm just going to say 100. Now we're talking about 4,200. We added 10 members to our team, y'all. And that right there is a blessing. 10 people, y'all. Like, y'all had to go be a real company. Like, we got ADP, we got payroll and everything. Like, it's like, what? It's a real thing. And then we added Kingdom Business Network to our network for right now. And that has over 50,000 members and followers. And so God has done this in 2 years. And you guys, like, I'm married. I've been married almost 10 years. I have 4 kids, y'all. They little. My kids are 6, 4, 2, and about to be 9 months. Cooper's about to be 9 months. And so if God can do this with me, he's no respecter of persons. I've just walked in steps of obedience. Okay. And so, I just wanted to share with you guys what's possible. Has it been easy? No. Have I cried? Yes, but has it been rewarding? Is it not an honor? Absolutely, to serve in this capacity. And honestly, I was resisting God probably the first year of the business, probably up until the top of 2021. So I can only imagine what God's going to do now that I have accepted my call as the entrepreneur's publisher. I've accepted the mantle and the mandate that's been put on me to help all forms of media, including books. Like, I've accepted that. So I'm excited to see this go through. So before I kind of wrap up and we have some sales going on, I'm going to tell y'all about that. I want to open it up for final remarks from anyone that's on our team. Just share your heart, like, inspire, motivate the people, let them know, like, y'all, I'm a 100% all female led and female operated business. I just want to say that because that right there is an accomplishment. All right. So does any of you guys want to say anything? I'm just going to mute myself. Y'all can just come off mute.
I'll start. I just want to say happy birthday. I feel like I've said a lot today. This is just an amazing vision to be a part of. I've learned so much just being a part of Beyond the Book Media, even from when we just did the free challenges when I was just a part of the Write With Me side into the Beyond the Book Media side. I think that this is a prime example of a kingdom business because it's about the kingdom's business. It's not just about the owner being a part of the kingdom, right? So it just shows that this is the heart of God. And the one thing that I love about Beyond Book Media is the spiritual growth that happened with me and happens with everybody that comes through here. It just puts another level of intimacy on you with you and God. Like it's almost like a requirement. That like an unspoken rule in the documents when you sign up. You better get your prayer life together and all that. So, but no, I just really enjoy being a part of it. And I just want to say happy birthday and I just thank the Lord for choosing me to be here through you, and just thank you for your obedience because it's definitely connected to so many people, including my own. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at this because I don't want you to mess up your makeup.
Thank you for being mindful of the makeup. Thank you for being mindful. Thank you, Nikisa. We're just so honored to have you. And y'all, like, this is the thing about, we got to bring back servanthood. I think each and every person has volunteered in some capacity, like meaning that they've worked and did some work on behalf of Beyond the Book Media without getting paid first. Now, some of y'all don't like that gospel. Many of you want to be a part of something big, but you're not willing to serve first. Okay. And so it's because all of them have served in excellence first that God trusts them to handle his business. Okay. And so I just want you to understand, like, if you don't have a heart to serve, then you might want to rethink the platforms and the influence that you desire to have, because we're all servants. I don't care how big the platform gets. I tell my team that it's the opportunity to serve. The Lord has just allowed us to touch more people. I just get to serve more people. And I believe he gives that to all of us up here because he trusts our servanthood. And then the Lord knows that when he desires for people to get paid, when he tell me to hire somebody, I hire somebody. You want to know why? Because that means that's increase coming to our business. He's saying, get ready, daughter. And every time I brought somebody on and hired a new staff member to help assist with the dream, the seeds that I've sown, they say he gives seeds to the sower. Right? Sowing isn't just about paying tithes to your favorite church. It's sowing into these families, sowing into what they're doing, sowing into their businesses, sowing into them. And they're all fertile ground. So I wanted to just thank you, Nikisa, and every single one of you guys for your servanthood. All right. Anybody else want to share anything?
I just want to say, I'm laughing because you all, every time you speak, I listen intently and I always give my little words, but God gave me focus and blueprint in 2020. And you said those words as you were getting ready to wrap up. So I know he be speaking through all of y'all. Nikita, when I talk to her, she always have something to say. But I just thank God because you ladies are truly connected to the true vine. And that is what I love about the camaraderie. If you ladies that are watching, this is real and genuine. It's not fictitious. We're not up here just putting on for the gram or the show or the stream. This is real serious. God is truly connecting people, and through the connection, we the branches get the opportunity to reach out and touch the lives of others as we help them to birth forth their books, as we pour into them, encourage them in the walk, and even as we ourselves need encouraging. And so I just thank God for the many connections. And any of you that are watching that are not a part of such an amazing group, and you have a book you need to write, such as myself, it is time for us to be about God's business and give him our full yes. It is time for us to step up and step out, knowing that if you move forward, he'll take the next steps, and he will definitely carry you when you are weak and weary. And so I just thank God for the opportunity to be here, opportunity to share, moderate, and whatever it is he's called me to do, because I know that I was created to serve. And as long as he is accepting and loving of my service, I just want to continue to do everything as unto him and not unto man. But I thank him that I get to share space with each of you ladies.
Thank you. We got time for one more. I know it's just anybody else want to say anything? All right, go ahead, Destiny.
I'll just add on to the servitude piece. A lot of times we are, even if you're an entrepreneur or whatever, you hear God saying, I want you to collaborate with this person, or he puts someone on your heart. And, a lot of times we immediately assume that we're supposed to be on our podcast or working with them in a collaborative form, but sometimes God wants you to serve them. And I just love that about Chanel, because when I applied, she immediately interviewed me like she would anybody else, but God didn't call us to collaborate. Now he has, now that we work together. But, when I heard the Holy Spirit tell me to work with her, I could have went and like in her DM, because you see that a lot in influence and in things like that. They're in your DM saying, oh, God told me we're supposed to work together. Let's do a podcast. No, sometimes God is telling you to serve that person. So make sure you're intentional and about being obedient and hearing from God of what he wants you to do, because serving will get doors open that you never imagined, and not because you're doing it with ulterior motives. Let's be very clear, but because you're doing it because you truly want to help that person drive their vision home, because God will honor that. When you think about Jesus washed Mary's feet, like Jesus served, and a lot of times we just want to be seen. And I ain't trying to preach to nobody, but I'm just saying, a lot of times we want to be seen and our intentions aren't pure, and you can't fool God. And so I would just encourage you to make sure, if you are not a servant, if you have a problem wiping a toilet or, serving. You want to go back to the drawing board and really say, Lord, change my heart, create in me a clean heart and show me how to be a servant first. Because he will always honor that. He will always honor that, and other people will honor that. And so I just wanted to share that because you get those DMs and they're like, yeah, God said we supposed to work together. Well, first of all, he told me that. And second of all, he didn't tell me that quite yet. And I'm not working with nobody he didn't tell me about yet. But anyways, I'm just joking. But just a servant's heart will really, really get you far. So I just encourage anybody who's like, God, I feel like I haven't found my tribe or a group of women like this. We all, like Chanel said, we all started from serving, and that's how God connected us with the right people, because we were willing to serve.
And that's the truth, y'all. I started serving. There, I served in Right With Me. We were doing, I think I did, I don't know how many writing. It wasn't, I didn't start charging for author boot camps until the end, December of 2019. So everybody was able to get in and do it for almost a whole year, y'all, before the Lord gave me the green light to start charging. So I showed up and I served. And as a result, like, I'm seeing the fruit, or let me not even say Beyond the Book Media is seeing the fruit of the service, the servitude that has taken place before her. So I am so grateful. And I want to say thank you, Destiny. Y'all, Destiny is one of the moderators inside of Kingdom Business Network for the Ladies Room, in which she serves as a moderator and does phenomenal about Snatched All Our Edges this past Friday. And then so yeah, Destiny serves. And you see how God did that, right? Because of how she served over here in Beyond the Book Media, he was able to highlight her for something else, even a much larger platform on a whole nother thing. So you just never know how God is setting you up. I know sometimes we're in a culture of everybody want to be the only, but let me tell you something. You be the only, you be standing only by yourself, and you will only have one customer. And so sometimes God will call us to join our visions together. And Destiny, all of these ladies are bosses in their own right. Like, they all got podcasts, businesses, ministries, husbands, children, everything. They have every reason to say, God, I'm too busy, or God, I can't do this, or God, I got my own business, right? We got this culture where we're saying like, oh, I don't want to work for nobody. And God is like, sometimes God is calling you to do that, because it's a place, it's something that he's going to develop in you. So I'm not going to preach either. But I will say this. I want to thank every one of you guys. We do have some sales. I sent emails out. We have 25% off of our workbook masterclass, which is a replay of a course I taught that's really good. It's actually one that I've taught that I get asked to teach over and over and over and over and over. I think it's probably one of the best courses that I teach. I teach people how I quickly design and create workbooks, planners, different things of that nature. So that's 25% off. We also have our boot camp. Those of you interested in joining the boot camp, y'all, we're doing a May boot camp. We're not doing one in April, but we're going to do one in May. Okay. And in May, we're going to do another boot camp. So it's 25% off just today only. That's it. The price is going back up tomorrow. So go ahead and grab that if you've been thinking about doing the boot camp. And then all you have to do is put in, can someone type in the discount code birthday? So go to do the boot camp. I'm going to send y'all's email, check your email, but it is in there. You can click the beyondthebookmedia.com/bootcamp, put the code in birthday. You can get 25% off. And then we have a self-publishing course called Publish Your Book. It's really thorough, y'all. I'm extremely thorough. I make a video for the video for the video. And I basically teach you Beyond the Book Media's whole publishing process, the whole process. Like, I give you everything. So that is 25% off as well. So for those of you who are interested in DIYing it, but hopefully you'll come partner with us. And of course, you can always submit an inquiry to partner with Beyond the Book Media, and we'll get back to you and see if you are a good fit. So, all right, guys. I love y'all. I think that's it. We've had a wonderful time. Can I get a good off-key happy birthday song? Can we sing happy birthday real quick? Yeah, I mean, y'all know. Look, Jacinta can sing for real. This
I
is
know.
like
I'm
to sing.
Go ahead, Jacinta.
Come on, Jacinta. Yeah, maybe
All right.
you can sing it for us. We're just gonna
You
be
get a
quiet.
quick
Okay, go ahead.
you
Jacinta.
get a quick rendition. Here we
Okay,
go.
go ahead.
Hold on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday beyond the book media. Happy birthday to you. All right, y'all.
Yeah, I'm so chilled. Every
All
time
right.
you
Well, thank you. We love you guys. Just check us out and write with me, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.